Welcome, everyone. We see you as you're coming in. Debbie's here. Josie's here. Kay, Deanna, Jill. Welcome. Where are you guys? Where are you joining from? I know internally we've got folks all over the US, but feel free to pop in the chat. California, Mississippi. That's awesome. Let's see. I saw someone was from Montana. I thought it was like part of their name. Welcome, welcome. We're going to give it a few minutes for people to join. Arizona. But it's nice and warm in Arizona right now. Let's see. Welcome. We're just kind of getting settled before we get started. Yeah, tell us where you're joining from, and also tell us if you've been an Annmarie Skincare customer for a while, if you're new. How long have we had the privilege of knowing you? Anna's here, Jill is here. Love it. Let's see. Several years. Kay's been a customer for several years. That's lovely. Oh, Georgia. Okay, cool. Fairly new, about a year or so. Okay, Kathy. Northern California, about a year. Lovely. So we've got some veterans. We've got some people who've been here for a minute. Okay. We'll give it another few minutes for people to hop on, and then we'll probably jump on in. We're, of course, spending this call today talking with Annmarie and talking about our new launch. This is our new facial oil, our Divine Woman Elixir. So we're going to get into a lot of information about this and just share our excitement. We will have some giveaways. We'll have some coupons. Of course, as a reminder, any coupon codes that are shared during this call or giveaways that are happen, these are only eligible for those who've joined the call. So if you're watching this at a later date, I'm so sorry, but definitely join us for our next launch, and we will see you there. Let's see. While people are popping in, we're just figuring out where you're coming from and how long you've been a customer. I see Lake Tahoe, many years. Oh, that's awesome, Andrea. Okay. Perfect. We might have some more people who join us as we're going along, and that's great too. We'll take them. We'll let them in. I feel like this is a comfy place. Let's go ahead and start. So if you joined, after I said it, we're spending this time talking with Annmarie and talking about our newest launch. This is a new facial oil we're adding to our collection. This is called our Divine Woman Elixir. And we're going to spend this time kind of just answering some big questions about the product. Like I mentioned, there are going to be some giveaways, so stay tuned. We are giving away this product. This is the giveaway today. And then at the end, of course, there will be a coupon code. So stay tuned for that as well. Let's get started. Let's talk about some questions here. So Annmarie, I'm just gonna ask you a few things and you can answer about the Divine Woman here. So let's see. We're getting started. Tell us about the Estate Blend collection. Why were you inspired to launch this collection, and what does that collection mean to you?
Well, hi everyone. First, I want to say hello and just look at all the faces that are on here. And also tell you that there's a garbage truck right outside my window. So if you're hearing it's really loud right now, it'll be gone in like a minute or so. I'm like, oh, perfect timing.
Yeah,
Um, we launched the Estate Blend products because Annmarie Skin Care obviously has been doing this for a really long time with these clean beauty products. But what we haven't done is we haven't taken it from seed to skin. We've always done the process of working with fabulous farmers, working with fabulous ingredients, making it into a beautiful concoction and providing you with this amazing skincare. But we haven't taken it from the very beginning, the very life forming beginning of taking this seed, a little tiny seed that can grow an amazingly huge plant. So it was just an exploratory process of let's try this and see what happens. And that's how the Estate Blend collection was started. It was started from curiosity and really traditions, the tradition of planting seeds.
that's beautiful. And for a lot of our joiners, the estate land collection it's a fairly recent addition. And this collection has included products that are utilizing herbs that are grown directly on Anne-Marie's property. So we'll get more into the herbs and all of that soon, but let's talk about this product, our new favorite here. Walk us through your vision, walk us through the naming process. What is this product? All of that.
So this is now our very own or our only estate blend product. When we were talking about doing these estate blend products and wanting to do an limited edition for you all, we had a vision of coming out with a new product every single year from our property here. But after launching, this was our very first one that we launched. And after launching it, we just got so much love and it brought so much attention. And we felt like it was a really good one to stick with and keeping it simple. So this is now the one and only estate blend product that we will be launching year after year. And each year, there's a little bit of a difference to it because of what we're harvesting. And what this product is, to go back to Kate's original question, the product is an uplifting, moisturizing facial oil. The facial oil is, like we said, it's highly moisturizing. It's wonderful. You can see it here. It has like a little golden tint to it because there's jojoba oil in it, and nine essential herbs that we grow here on our property.
Yes, that's super exciting. I know I have mine. I used mine today. It feels awesome. You mentioned the herbs. Can you share with our guests a little bit about the key herbs that were used and their roles within this elixir?
Of course, there is comfrey, and there's St. John's wort and echinacea and chamomile and lavender. I have some of them here
Oh,
with me.
wow.
And
Yeah.
I have a lot back here. There's also calendula and plantain. And a lot of these are herbs that you'll see in a lot of our other products as well. And they all come with its very own benefit. And what's really been awesome to see and taking this to the step of actually growing it from seed and harvesting it. What we do is I'm going to show you here. I have some comfrey root here, and the plant tells us as we're harvesting and as I'm feeling it, the ingredients are like this is comfrey root right here, and comfrey root is really soothing to our skin and super moisturizing, and you can tell that as you're harvesting it. You can feel it. You can feel it in the roots, and it leaves my hands, and it just leaves it super soft. So it's really it's just a lovely process of doing it from growing it from from seed. And echinacea that's in it as well is very uplifting. Um, and St. John's wort is very soothing and calming, and calendula is very moisturizing. So this product here is, and it's also very protecting because it has antioxidants in it. And you can see by the color of a lot of these herbs, anything that's really vibrant in like a purple or an orangey color has loads of antioxidants in it, which is super protecting for our skin as well.
Wow, that was really awesome. And I love that you had the herbs ready, like to show everyone. For those who may have joined as we've been kind of getting talking here, we're talking about our newest launch here. This is our Divine Woman Elixir. This is a new facial oil for our collection. And what's really unique and really special about this particular oil is many of the herbs that Annmarie was just speaking to here, are grown on Annmarie's property. And so it's part of the seed to skin movement where we are able to actually be close to the product, you know, deeply involved through every step of the process. So yeah, we're super excited about that. Now, this was a product that we had had before. This was our original launch, and I know you mentioned briefly that we were bringing it back, but can you expand a little bit on why we decided to bring the Divine Woman back as the 1 year over year?
Again, for simplicity, we launched so many products within many of the other collections within Annmarie Skin Care. So this is just to bring it to simplicity. And one of the things that I'm feeling and hearing from being out with the plants, like I said before, I don't know if I said this live to all of you, but I said it to our team members. I am so much more comfortable talking to plants than I am to humans sometimes. And these plants are telling me less is more, less is more. And so listening to that and understanding that, you know, there can less is more. So we decided, and listening to all of you customers, you brought so much love, and we're asking, where did it go? Why isn't it here anymore? Well, we're bringing it back to you. So here you go.
Yeah, yay. I know I've worked with several customers who were like so heartbroken when we discontinued it the first round. So
Mhm.
this is exciting for them. So what are some other ingredients in this blend? I know we talked a lot about the herbs, but what else do we have in here? Yeah, so let's start with that part.
And we have, and you can probably speak better to this too, Kate, because of all the work that you've been doing. We also have jojoba oil in it and rosehip seed oil. And jojoba oil is a fabulous because it's great for all skin types. It's highly moisturizing. It doesn't leave you oily. It absorbs really well. Rosehip seed oil also helps absorb, and it helps provide um, it helps the oil helps go deeper into your skin. So taking all those fabulous herbs that are filled with nutrients and bringing it, you know, into a deeper layer can really nourish your skin. Do you have
Yeah.
anything else to add to that? Because
Yeah, I feel like you nailed it. I think that this is a really special one with it being a jojoba oil, you know, starting with the jojoba and the rose hip. Several times we'll have customers who have really, really dry skin, but skin that also tends to be sensitive. And so I think this could be a really, really nice fit for them. Jojoba is a really nice oil, especially if you are someone who runs dry, or if you're starting to see signs of aging specifically due to feeling dry, because jojoba mimics your skin's natural oil quite closely, the weight and the size and all of that. And so it's one that's really easily integrated into the skin and feels really, really moisturizing on the skin. So my dry skin folks, this is a good one for you. Now, Annmarie, we're doing kind of a new batch year over year with this one. Can you explain the process of these hand-grown herbs and why we're doing this like limited edition launch each year?
sure. With these herbs, we wanted to keep this product extremely fresh. And in order to do that, we needed to do a limited edition because I'm going to show you, hopefully you can see it on the screen. This is the chamomile that we grow. This is the chamomile that can be purchased commercially. And you can see the difference, the vibrancy in the color. I wish you can smell these. The vibrancy in the fragrance. There's just so much aliveness to it, so much more aliveness to it. Again, there's so much more aliveness to all of our Annmarie skincare products, but this just has a little bit of extra magic, and we can only do it in that small amount.
That's such a perfect description of it. Like Anne-Marie mentioned, we are doing small batches, and just to share, we have a limited edition that's launching, and we sent out a wait list last week or earlier in the week, and there was enough interest. There is enough interest that the amount that we've launched, there's as much or more people who have mentioned that they're interested in the product. They put themselves on the wait list. And so I share that because if you've joined and you are actively interested, it is a product that seems like it's going to go pretty quickly. And so I don't want you to miss out. I don't want you to miss out on this one. We're excited to have it back. So now let's talk about the product in as far as how it fits within our line of facial oils. How does it stand out? How is it like the other facial oils? Where does it go?
Well, like you had said before, it's really great for those with really dry skin. It'll help moisturize, and it's not going to overpower. It's not going to leave a heavy sense to your skin. It fits with all skin types, and I think it's really helpful, and you can maybe talk about this better, Kate, but I think it's really helpful within seasons to change up your moisturizing oil. Because sometimes your skin is more dry, sometimes it's more oily. So depending on, so I do like that we have this option for you now. So it's another one that you can add to the collection. It's in line with the anti-aging oil. It's also in line with the it goes really well with most of our serums. Actually, any serum it can work really well with. Also the toner. And anytime you're using a moisturizing oil, it's very recommended to hydrate with a toner or a serum beforehand, so you get more of the benefit of the product.
Yeah, that's perfect. And to expand upon it, I think that you hit on a good point that some people's skin can kind of change season to season. This one is one that I think is going to lend itself really nicely to skin on the drier side, with it being a jojoba base. Having said that, though, my skin is normal to dry, and it can be a little bit sensitive, and this feels perfect for me
Mhm.
right now. Sometimes in the summer, I'll use a different one, like I'll use the herbal facial oil for sensitive skin. It's just a little bit lighter, and in the summertime, you're just naturally dewy anyway. But this one doesn't feel too rich. It feels very glowy. It feels really nice. So you might vary from season to season, but if you're dry all year round, that's likely going to be a good one that you kind of are drawn to. Um, so let's take a moment. Let's do our first giveaway. We're giving this product away, so we're gonna have one winner. Our question is, what facial oil are you using now? And if you're brand new, if you've never used our products before, what facial oil are you super interested in? And it's probably this one, but could be any of them. And you can pop those answers into the chat. We'll see them as they come in, and then we'll select one of our winners. This one, yep. Ooh, rejuvenating. I do love me some rejuvenating facial oil. Anti-aging, anti-aging. Love that. Lots of anti-aging. For years, Eye cream, awesome. Night serum, perfect. Okay, I give it another few seconds. Oh, the radiate. The radiate's really nice too. CBD. Yeah, we have, especially with this one, we have quite a selection of oils to choose from. Like everyone is going to find something that can work for their skin. Okay. Grace, you want to pick our winner?
Yes. I'm so this is so hard for me to do because I just want everyone to try it.
Oh,
Our winner is Nancy Nelson. So I will direct message you on next steps, but yay, you won.
yay,
Yay.
Let's
Nancy.
pick two winners. Pick another
Two
one.
winners. Okay, let's do another
Oh,
one.
okay. Let's do I was about to choose Emily, but she's on our team.
Ah,
Uh, let's do Lori J. So Lori J, you also won. So I will direct message you as well.
how exciting. That was like a Disney World moment.
Yeah.
Second one. Cool. So Grace will message you guys and she'll get all the details figured out. So keep an eye on your messages so she can get with you there. Let's let's go back and do a few more questions and then later on we'll do another giveaway and then we'll do our discount here. So um we have kind of talked about the benefits of this one. How should our customers use this for the best results?
Best results, like any moisturizing oil, you should hydrate first with a toner or serum or both. And then all you need are just a few little pumps. And then you dab, and you dab along all the spots that you feel that you need moisture or all over your skin. And then slowly, and I like to do it in circular motions. I have my glasses on. I'll take those off. Circular motions all over your face. And I always put excess on the back of my hands. I know as I'm getting older, my hands are experiencing some life experiences as well, so they need to be moisturized. And you can use this product morning and evening. Did I miss anything?
I think you nailed it.
All
So
right.
it goes into your routine in the same spot that any of our facial oils would. This is your moisturizer. So this is where we're moisturizing the upper layers of the skin. Yeah, having a serum on before, having a toning mist, that's really going to help that kind of like seep in more deeply. And so it all kind of works synergistically together. But yeah, you nailed it. That's where it goes. It's your facial oil step. Now the pricing of this. So this retails for, and Jen, catch me if I'm off a little bit. It's 125. I see her nodding. So
Yep.
this one,
125.
cool. Yeah. So these are going for 125. Here shortly we'll get to the coupon code, and so you'll save a little bit, but we just wanted to call out what the pricing was on that. Goodness, I feel like we answered a lot of the questions that we still had on our list. So let's actually do another giveaway. Super exciting. Uh, let's go into what your favorite flower or herb is and share that in the chat here. Rosemary, calla lily, lavender. Oh, I love lavender. Chamomile. Beautiful. Lavender and chamomile. Beautiful. What else? Annmarie, what's your favorite herb?
I think calendula is my
Yeah,
favorite. Yeah, I
yeah.
love it. She's wonderful to grow. She's a sunflowery herb. I love sunflowers also.
Mm,
Mm, Yeah, and all around great herb for internal use and external use.
yeah, cool. Grace, you want to pick a winner for us?
Of course. Okay, so our winner is going to be Andrea Palos. So I will direct message you, but yay, you won this round.
Congrats. Oh, that's super exciting. Okay, I'm going to go into a couple more questions with Annmarie, but while I am doing that, for those who are listening, if you also have some questions about the product, about, well, pretty much anything, but about how it's grown or anything like that, pop those in the chat because I'll ask Annmarie a few more questions and then we'll get to your questions and then we'll get the coupon code to you. So, Annmarie, I'm curious, can you kind of walk us through what the process is like when you are harvesting the herbs?
Each plant is a little different. So the chamomile, we take the flowers. The calendula, we also take the flowers. The echinacea, we use the leaves and the flowers, and the roots. We actually use the roots. The comfrey, we use pretty much the whole thing, leaves and roots. And we do a process here where we'll take about 3/4 of the plant and then leave 1/3 for the bees. So we're not taking all of the flowers because I want to feed the animals around us. And it's really, if any of you are not gardeners, at first when I first started, I've been gardening for a while now with my grandmother, and then having our own container gardens at our house. And this is the first time growing at this scale. But the more you actually take from the plant, the more it gives. So it's really beautiful to see. It's like, you get nervous to like harvest because you still want some flowers for the bees, but the more you take from it, the more the plant spreads out and has more space and grows, and it just gets bigger and bigger, and it's pretty wild to see. And then once we harvest it all, we have a few dehydrators that we'll put some of the products in, and we also have trays. We have a greenhouse down here, so we also have trays, drying trays in the greenhouse, and we just lay them flat. Anything that we dehydrate, we keep at a really low temperature, so we're not cooking them. We keep it under 100 degrees. And we basically turn it into tea, just and those flowers and herbs are then now it goes on to the next step, as in all the other Annmarie skincare products. They're infused in a nutritive oil, and those are steeped in that oil for a good 30 days at a low temperature, and then blended in with the rest of the ingredients in the product.
I love that. That was really, so when you were talking about like the more you take, the more it gives, what came up for me was kind of like nursing, like when you're nursing an infant, like you don't run out of breast milk, the more that's utilized, the more the body provides. And that's just a really supportive feeling, speaking about it that way. Yeah. How long is the process?
Well, I guess it depends. It can take a while because we have a lot of plants now. So
Yeah.
So the drying process is a good 12 to 14 hours, depending on, it can be really humid here, so depending on the humidity here. But the harvesting process, it depends on how many plants we're actually harvesting, but it tends to be about 2 hours each time.
Yeah, cool. Do you harvest them by hand?
I do.
Yeah. Is it just you?
Me and the kids, sometimes Kevin. And we have a lady that also helps and comes.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's really fun to picture, like as you're using this product, like the herbs that are used in it have been hand harvested.
And harvested, yeah.
By you and your family. I do see a couple questions in the chat, so I want to take the time to make sure that we get those answered. Let me scroll up. Someone had mentioned that they had seen this on subscription, and so I want to comment on that. This one will not be available for subscription because it is a limited edition launch year over year. It's not going to be something that we can put on subscription. It's not something that can renew. So this is a one-time purchase only. If you saw that, I think it was just an error. So it's a limited edition one, not on subscription. Someone else had asked, how does it compare to the rejuvenating facial oil for skin that is not dry? A really big difference with the rejuvenating facial oil is that for all of our oils, we go through the process where we steep the herbs into the oil, and then from there they go through the bottling process. With the anti-aging, or excuse me, the rejuvenating, this one, it has this additional piece to it where we're adding actives directly into the blend, which is part of what puts it in the Wild Alchemy collection. We wanted to create this facial oil that was like the most active facial oil that we could, that you can still wear morning and night. Because of that, it's a little bit thinner than at least the anti-aging, I would suspect, also than this one. I haven't put these both on my hands to feel them. But the specific question, how would this compare for skin that's not dry necessarily? I think if you're not particularly dry, like I mentioned with my skin, you can still use this one and it still feels really, really nourishing. I feel like my skin just feels really, yeah, nourished and full. If you're on the oily side, it could be a little bit rich for your skin, which doesn't mean that it's necessarily a no. You might just use a little bit less. You might even mix half a pump of the Divine Woman with half a pump of like the herbal facial oil for oily skin or for normal combo, kind of depending on your particular skin type. So yeah, hopefully that answered that for you, Kay. And another question that Emily actually answered, and I feel like that's quite good. So cool. Perfect. I don't see any other questions that are kind of pending here. So I'm gonna have Grace go ahead and pop the coupon code into the chat here, and I'll share it with you all, verbally in case you're listening via phone. But I'll wait for her because I don't want to say it wrong. Okay, perfect. So your code, this is the code. This code is good for how long is this good for, Grace?
Until the end of the day.
Okay, until the end of the day. So it's good for today. This is good for 20% off the Divine Woman Elixir. And like I mentioned, we have a limited launch. We pushed our wait list out early this week or late last week recently, and there are as much or more people interested that are on the wait list than we have of the product. And so, like I said a little bit earlier, if you are, kind of considering this, I would move quickly because I suspect we're going to move it pretty fast here. So again, that code is ASC Live 20. That's good for 20% off, and it does expire tonight. And any other questions that we can share, we can get answered for you before we close out here? Grace has shared our customer support email. So if you are trying to check out and you're running into any issues, I always say I don't really want your cortisol to go up for skincare. So please just email us at customer support. We are happy to get you taken care of however we need to. And perfect. Annmarie, anything you would add to close us out here?
I do want to talk about the essential oils that are in it, and the fragrance of it. It is, and I'm just gonna give it a smell. We have lavender, lemon verbena, and holy basil. And the reason why those were chose is just to have it being uplifting. And the holy basil is a wonderful plant that not only has skin benefits, but it also is very heart opening. So it's just another product, just like all the Annmarie products, it's another product that feels good as you're putting it on. It's just a way to give back to yourself, a way to take some time to really give yourself some love and feel uplifted. And so, yeah, I really am in love with the smell of this.
Yeah, thank you. Now I feel like I want to smell it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fresh in my mind. Yeah, that's lovely. Very, very lovely. Anything else that you could think that might be important to share about this product?
I think the only other thing maybe would be again, each year there'll be a little bit of a different harvest. Like this year we had more comfrey, echinacea, and St. John's wort in it, so that those herbs are a higher amount in this one than in the previous one. So there'll be a teeny bit of a change in the actual formulation. And I'd like to look at that in a way, because when we're planting the seeds, we're also setting a lot of intentions and thinking about the customers and thinking about what's needed as we're doing it. And again, just like in all of our products that are created. But this is wonderful because I feel like Mother Nature can listen and will provide us, well, hey, you need a little bit more of this year because there's maybe some extra stress in everyone's skin, or you need a little bit more of this because someone needs to be more moisturized, or I don't know, it's just a little bit of the magic in the whole growing process.
Yay. That feels really good, and it feels really good to hear it. Awesome. Okay. I do see one other question. It's a little bit off topic with the Divine Woman, but I want to just really quickly answer that one, and then if there are any other questions, you can pop them in the chat. But I feel like we're nearly complete. Someone had messaged me directly and asked how often they can use our hydrate, and is it okay to combine with the anti-aging serum? And that product, the hydrate specifically, is one of our concentrated boosting elixirs. This is a set of 3 boosters. But the hydrate, you can use this morning and evening. This is a pretty potent but pretty gentle one. And so and it is okay to combine with the anti-aging serum. You can also combine these with oils too. So you know, if you're really in love with the hydrate, or you find that the hydrate's like the one for you, first of all, it is sold on its own. The hydrate's sold on its own, but you could do a pump of that, mix it with the Divine Woman, and apply the Divine Woman and apply it that way. So got that here. Okay, I don't see any additional questions here, so I feel we are complete. Oh goodness, someone just asked what's the name of the product, and they can't find it on the website. Can we link it? It's called our Divine Woman, and it would be listed under our moisturizers. Divine Woman Elixir. Thank you, Jen. So follow that link there. My Zoom user, find the product. Perfect. Otherwise, though, if you don't feel like you have any further questions, you guys are good to hop off. We are complete on our end, so we'll let you go back to your Tuesday, and happy shopping. Remember that coupon code expires tonight, so we'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Okay, thank you.
You all are free to hop on. Perfect. Okay. Have a great rest of your Tuesday, everyone. We'll see you next time for the next launch. Okay, I think it's just yeah, okay. It's just the team. Just the
Okay.
team on the call. Oh,
No.
what was that?
That was great, guys.
Oh, stop recording. Thank you, Chandra.
Thank you, Kate.